are here. You know how I always say that, right? Guys, this is serious. Kenyans are my in-laws. Like I was checking the analytics yesterday. I was checking yesterday the analytics for the past 28 days, ne? And I found that number one of the cities that are following me, it's Cape Town. The second city is Nairobi. Imagine, like Nairobi is number two, then it's Pretoria after Nairobi. So you understand that these people are my in-laws. So you must speak Swahili and English only. So when I say please speak English and Swahili only, it's because the second biggest following that I have from my community, it's Nairobi. It's Kenya. Country number one, South Africa. Country number two, it's Kenya. Country number three, I think between Namibia and Nigeria, I can't remember which is which. But yeah, you understand what I mean. So please, some accommodate my in-laws and speak in English. But anyway, let's do the intro and get straight into it, all right? What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. You are on Losing in Love podcast with Madam Speaker. We are here every Thursday at 7 p.m., but we do come in here every now and then as and when the need arises. And today is one of those days where the need has ta-da! The need has come for us to do this live. We're here to address two things, okay? For those who are requesting to be co-host, please refrain from that. Please rather request as a guest so that we can have multiple guests. Because if we're having you as a co-host, then that means that you are closing the way for other people to actually join in, and so that we can have like a panel. Because usually we have like 9 people max on a panel. So please just request as a guest instead of you co-hosting. You get what I mean? Jehovah, the way I feel for that little boy. It's so sad. So yeah, I'm glad that it's actually just by the topic, there are people who already understand what we're talking about, especially on the YouTube side. Yeah, I just want to put a disclaimer in the beginning that for those who are going to miss some parts of the life or whatever, or you feel like there's something that has been said, which is like a gem that has been dropped, you're more than welcome to hop over to YouTube and watch the whole thing all over again, because it's going to be available under the folder Losing in Love podcast, or Madam Speaker's Losing in Love podcast. So today, we're going to be talking about this video that was trending a couple of days ago of a lady who posted herself being bruised. She had a blue eye and she was carrying a baby girl. A lot of people think it's a boy. I don't know why. Carrying a baby girl, saying, who did this to me? The child was saying, Baba, as in dad did this to you. Dad did this to me. How did dad beat me? And then the mother, the baby was saying to the mother, like she's blowing the bruise of the mother, ne? And the lady was like, yeah, you must, beat Baba, because this is what Baba did to me. And the child was confirming that this is Baba did to me. I, for one, I was divided. I was divided because I felt like the video, it was not gonna be. I didn't think I was gonna have enough time to actually explain how I feel about the video. But me being me and my heart being for the people, obviously the first thing that I would do when I see something like this, guys, I mean, I'm a GBV activist at heart. Like I literally don't run to want to get people to interview them because their story is hot. I really just want to know if people are okay to begin with, before we can even say we're interviewing you. Before, like, I just want you to, yes, we want your story. Your story is going to break records. Your story is going to get us numbers. Your story is going to get us this and that. But at the end of the day, for me, my instinct when somebody's going through stuff, when I want to reach out to them, it's not, can you come to the podcast? Is, are you okay? Can you talk? You get what I mean? So yeah, I've had a couple of those where when I see people going through stuff, I would always DM them and check with them and ask, are you okay? Is there anything that we could do to help? Because in as much as we want to you know say bad stuff about this podcasting thing, but there's a lot of people who have actually had encounters, beautiful encounters after they came to the podcast, and everything was just, they were getting the help that they needed, so sometimes actually speaking helps. I don't even want to name drop, but we know there's a lot of people. Actually, there are other people that I'm going to be having follow-up interviews with who came to the podcast, spoke, and they got help, So obviously, even with you speaking, you would get the help. But most importantly, are you in a good state of mind for you to be able to share your story? Because remember, no matter how sad your story is, no matter how heartbreaking your story is, there's going to be one idiot who does not have a brain between, the one idiot who between the ears is just air, who's gonna come in and still shame you as the victim, who's still gonna come and call you names, who's still going to be so heartless towards your situation, no matter how bad your situation is. So it's important for you to be in a good state of mind. If you're not in a good state of mind, it's important for you to get all the support that you need. That's why sometimes when you check the podcast episodes, you'll find that on one episode I'm like engaging, it's a back and forth with the guest, and in another episode I'm just quiet and I'm like, I'm trying to be, I can tell, right? This one is a delicate one. I don't want this person breaking and falling. You get what I mean? But anyway, so that's basically what I want us to talk about today. I reached out to the lady and she did tell me that now the videos are of last year. It's not a current thing, but I did say she must give me her number. I tried reaching out, but she was busy because I wanted to find out how can we help her. I'm still willing to do the little that I can to help. Obviously, one thing I don't have is money, guys. Like, I know my people always tell me to stop telling people I don't have money because I'm embarrassing them. But the truth of the matter is I don't have money. But silver and gold I do not have. But what I do have, I always give to people, and that is support. That is connections. That is the link. That is to say, this is where you can go for help. So at least if I can give you that, that is good enough. And also just me giving you a platform to speak and get the necessary help that you need, I think that is worth more than me giving you 50 rand every day. You get what I mean? But anyway, so that's what basically we're here about. Okay, I see we already have a guest who wants to say a thing or two. But yeah, basically for me, the reason why I'm saying that this story of a lady posting a video with a child, uh, asking the child for the child to confirm, what happened to me. Do you remember Baba hitting me? How did Baba hit me? And the child just blowing the mother's eye, the blue eye. I had mixed emotions. I was so shocked even when I was looking at how this lady was. Okay, I thought I saw somebody requesting to join, but it's fine. You guys are, you're more than welcome. Guys, Mina, I can hold you down for like an entire hour. But yeah, I can hold you down for an entire hour. If you want me to be the one talking alone, it's fine. I can do the talking, can break down the video and tell you guys what I think about it. You guys can leave comments in the comment sections. I will try to read, but I think if you leave comments, it will be for each other there in the comment section for you guys to be engaging, because my site is terrible anyway. But before we get to that, I want to get this big announcement out of the way. And that big announcement is that at long last, the event is eventually happening. Our first event for the year 2024. It's been a difficult year for me to even host anything, because I really wanted to hear from God and I wanted God to lead me, instead of me just saying, because this is how we've been doing things for the past 2 years, then I already know what God expects of me or the direction which God is taking me. I don't want that. I always want God. I want to listen to God and hear him telling me what exactly he needs me to do, or loopholes or areas where he needs me to be able to render myself as to present myself as a tool to be used. And I've been praying about it since the beginning of the year. And a lot of people have been asking me, "Oh, my sister, this year we're not having a conference. What's going on? This year was not," and it was just not happening. In my heart, it was just not happening the way that I wanted it to happen. I'll tell you a story time some other day of how I actually got to meet um the host as in the owner of the venue, and how we got to have this beautiful relationship that we have. But I can tell you that God's timing is always the best timing. And it happened that we found ourselves a venue. It's called Virtuous Indoni Lodge. It's on 70 George Road, Glen Austin in Midrand. This place is a beautiful lodge. It's got a swimming pool. It's got a nice wedding venue. It's got your events venue. It's got a seminar venue. Like, it's got everything. It's got fire, what do you call this, bonfire, whatever venue, like, it's got everything. And when I went there, because we were there for other things, right? But when I went there, I just saw all my events happening in that place. So with that, and also us having to work together, when spirits and energies are aligning, you are bound to be productive. And so we came together. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We got together, and at long last, what is in my heart is coming to pass. And the whole of August, I've been speaking one event after the other. For those who've been on with me on the socials, you know I've been a busy. In fact, August is not my month. It's all, it belongs to the people. But the one thing that has been grieving my spirit, like I said in the short video that I did, it's the fact that we are healing as women. Like, we are doing so much. I'm so proud of us as women with the progress that we have made so far when it comes to us just healing and just attending the seminars and just taking care of ourselves and doing a whole lot of self-love. But my biggest concern now was the fact that we are leaving our children behind. You have healed as a mother, and as a result, the byproduct of your healing is negligence. Your children are suffering, your children are almost attempting suicide, your children feel alone. You walked out of a toxic situation, you left your child there. Your child does not have a say, your child does not have, they're even failing to express themselves towards you because you feel like just because a relationship came to an end, it's all about you. No, 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 my dear. It's not all about you. It has affected the children just as badly as it has affected you as a mother. You understand what I mean? And I want to judge you guys, ne? But I also want to judge myself because it's the natural instinct of a human being is that when you are on fire, you want to quench the fire, you want to get the fire off of you, you want to remove your hand from the fire. But when you have a child, your child is like an extension of you, meaning that if you get yourself out of the fire, but your child is still in the fire, that means that you are still in the fire. You get what I mean? So a lot of us get out of that fire and we focus on ourselves and our healings and everything, and we forget the children, which is an extension of us that we have left in the fire. So it's important for us to heal, but take our children with us, because after so many years of you having healed, when you look back, you realize that your child is now not the same anymore. And you would think the child is not the same because the parents have separated. Can't no, it's not because the parents have separated. It's because when you chose your healing, you chose to heal alone. When you chose your healing, you chose not to take your child with you. So this year, we are saying I'm fetching my healing and I'm taking my child with me. So we are having a family fun day. It's going to be a day which is going to be full of activities. We're not doing those long dresses, haute couture dresses, walking the red carpet. No, 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 no. Not this year. We're not doing that. This year, we are sitting down. We are sitting by the garden. We are wearing our floral attires. We are coming with our children. We are having a mommy and me moment. We are healing and we're taking our children with us. We're going to have an entire day full of, like, a program for the whole day where we're going to be having times where we're going to be sitting and we're going to be chatting and having heart to heart like the way we do on podcasts. But this time around, the difference is that it's going to be happening live, where we share ideas, where nobody's a subject matter expert. Everybody's just sharing what they know, and we are going to be advising each other based on that. For people like Asnath Matiba, I see Asnath is already here. Hey, your name is difficult, my sister. Asnath, for those who don't know, Asnath is also one of the people who actually came to our podcast in the past, where now you have a special invitation which is coming for you. So for people who have been our guests on our podcast, they're going to have a special invitation that's coming to them and their children, and they can just make their way there. But for everybody else, Mazalwani, you're going to have to purchase the ticket for yourself. But also another thing that I would like to encourage you guys is to buy tickets for another sister. Like, listen, I would really, really appreciate it, because I know that my community, it's a community of people that some of them don't have much. And unfortunately, because everything is paid for, I don't have it in me. Like, okay, maybe I do have it in me, but I don't have it in my bank account to actually sponsor. If it was up to me, everything would be for free. But we are using a venue. There's going to be food which is provided. We're going to be having swimming for our kids, even for ourselves. Bring a swimwear as well. We're going to be having activities. Like, it's gonna be a full fun day. It's gonna be a fun day, but at the same time, when the kids are having fun, you will be learning and being taught on how to actually heal, and heal taking your children with them. Taking your children with you. You understand what I mean? So this is gonna be like something new, something of its own. Like, we're literally breaking new grounds this time around. And we are saying we want you to have fun as a parent. But for me, I feel like, guys, no matter how much fun we can have and how much we can focus on ourselves as women, for as long as your children are not with you, somehow you'll always be worried. But the fact that you'll be in the same venue with your children, you get the best of both. Your children will be having fun. They'll be jumping on the jumping what. They'll be swinging. They'll be swimming. They'll be playing all these activities. We're going to be making sure that it's a fun day, you know? It's gonna be a fun day, but we don't want to leave the children behind. I see Asnath is saying we do leave the children behind. We're going to do this together, sis. We're going to make sure that when we heal And when we say, I have made so much progress, we even see the progress even in our children, even in our parenting, because we are going to do some progressive parenting like we've never done before. We are going to, listen, and this is not specifically for people who have only been divorced. Even you, as an adult, you might have a broken relationship with your mother. Bring your mother along. Somebody was asking in the comment section, because already we have people who have already bought the tickets, by the way. Somebody was saying in the comment section, I want to come with my mother, but I'm an adult. So how are we going to work? Because the ticket is like $350 for one adult plus a child. So if you want to bring an extra child, let's say maybe, for example, you have two children, you're going to have to pay extra 70 Rand for the other child. So I was saying, the conclusion was that when as big as you are, if you are bringing your mother, you are the child. So the 350 is going to be for your mother. You are the plus one of your mother. You are the child. You're going to get a little goodie bag and a little snack nyana. But we're going to be having stalls for fun stuff for the kids as well. So basically, that's the announcement that I have, guys. This is gonna be such an emotional thing. You know, Mina may cry baby most during these things, but because it's gonna be like from 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe until 5, we're going to make sure that we divide our time accordingly, and we're just gonna have fun. It's gonna be, excuse me, the Safe Space Chess podcast together with Unlock with Tando podcast, where we're just coming together and we are building a generation like a generation that has never been built before. So definitely the links are actually clickable. You can click it even on YouTube. It's clickable. You can click it and then you buy your ticket. And we shall see each other on the 19th of August. It's literally just a month away, guys. It's a month away. But I'm telling you, your kids are gonna love it. We're gonna love it. Oh, it's not. What did I say? Did I say computer ticket? I think maybe it's because it's web tickets. Thank you so much, Tinsibele, my darling. I think I said computer ticket because last year I was using web ticket. So I apologize. Please forgive me. It's the no, not August. Did I say August? All right, guys. I said October. I said August. Okay, I apologize once more because I think maybe it's because we're used to doing our events. So the 19th of October, 19 October, Bazalwan, we are having our mommy and me fun day, family fun day. Bring your swimwear, bring your this, bring your that. We shall see each other at Virtuous Indoni Lodge, which is at 70 George Road, Glen Austin Midrand. Yeah, we shall see each other there. But anyway, let's move straight into what we are here for. I said August, 19 August is my birthday, honeys. Oh, yes, of course, of course, of course. Hey guys, you know the one thing about lives, it's one you press once you go. Even the mistakes you rectify them on the live. Because if it was not live now, I was gonna edit out the 19th of August. No, it's not 19th August, Bazalwane, it's 19th of October. Okay, so let's meet in Midrand. Because some of you were saying, hey, Pretoria is far. Hey, what. So now it's in Midrand and in a very beautiful location. I'm telling you, you won't believe you're in Midrand when you get there. You will be glad you joined. But anyway, that's that. Let's move to the topic of the day. Okay. As much as you were talking, please come through and share. I want your opinions, I want your views, I want your thoughts on this one. But I'm gonna go first. I have two things, all right? The first thing is that okay, let me brief for those who please post the details. Tinsy, can I ask you to do me a favor, babe? Can you please go to our WhatsApp chat, ne? Just copy that one. Copy that. I don't know, maybe if the characters are gonna be enough. There's another one that I posted with the link and everything. It's like the caption. If you can copy that and come and paste it here, I'd really appreciate that, my darling. Aneko roaming one man. You are my older sister, but I'm asking nicely. Please. Thank you, babe. But anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about the issue of this lady who was abused and she had a blue eye and she took a video with the baby saying to the baby, who did this to me? The baby was saying, Dad did this to you, Baba did this to you. And then he was like, how did Baba hit me? You must beat up Baba. So literally, and the child was blowing her bruise, because the child actually experienced the mother being beaten up. And a lot of people were shaming her, saying, yay, why are you involving kids in your manyala? And in my observation, guys, because I never said anything. I mean, I just posted that thing. I said my sister, because for me, my heart was breaking and I was divided. My opinion was divided, by the way, but my heart was breaking. And all the comments which were saying, don't involve children in your nonsense, don't involve children in big people issues, what. It was men. It was men. A lot of men were actually the ones who were coming through saying, why are you involving the child? So it was like, there's no remorse for the woman for being abused because she has been abused. She's got this blue eye, you know. And now the focus is being shifted. It's no longer about the fact that a man actually abused this woman in front of the child. It's that the child is being used as a tool for pity parties on social media, and that's nonsense. But also at the same time, my heart bled for the child. I think also this one is very much relatable to what we're going to be talking about when we get to our event. Can I just call it a conference, because I'm used to saying conference, when we get to our conference on the 19th of October, to say our we are being abused, right? You are being abused as a mother, and you are you are watching your child, you are engraving the traumas in your child by just having that around. You understand? Number one, for me, ne? Okay, let me break it down properly. But anyway, it's not like I'm scared of my opinion, guys. You know me now, I'm a very opinionated person, and my opinion is mine. And I know that in most cases, people, not always that people are going to agree with me, but this is what I actually have to say. I'm going to break it down for you. My coffee is even cold now. Okay, here's the thing, right? When it comes to, okay, let's start with the child. My heart bleeds for the child. I feel sorry for the child, right? Because of two parents, not just one parent, two parents. The first parent is the one that availed herself for long enough for that type of situation of abuse, unless if it was the first time. But based on how this child is blowing the mother's wounds, you can tell that this child already knows that when somebody has been beaten up or something bad has happened to a child, they must blow and say, ne? I could be assuming because I don't know the full story, right? The second thing is that, okay, firstly, let me wrap this one up. The first one, the child is being abused, is being exposed to abuse, and when a child is being exposed to abuse, we can't entirely blame the father for that, because you as the mother who is sitting there, you are availing yourself for that, and you are saying, listen, I'm gonna be an audience, because if you move from where you are, that man will not have anybody to abuse. So for the fact that you are sitting there, you are availing yourself for that abuse, meaning you are exposing your child to that type of abuse, the traumas you are engraving on your child. But if it's something that maybe is happening for the first time and you're getting beaten up for the first time, the first thing that you would want to do as the mother is to protect the child from seeing anything like that, just so that you don't engrave any traumas in the child, right? But if now the child saw you being beaten up, we don't know the details of what actually happened and how the child got to experience all of these things, but the child actually experienced all of these things. We're gonna get to the father now. Let's start with the mother. The first thing that for me, it would be that I will try by all means to try and get my child to heal from this trauma. Yes, I also need healing, and I know that I'm an adult, which goes back to the topic of today, or our conference, to say we are healing, but we're not taking our children with us. To say this woman has probably healed already. This woman has probably, because if she's saying that this thing happened last year, that means by now she already has a new boyfriend, meaning that she's telling the story of how she was once beaten up by a man as a story. It's a story, right? She could be healing, or she could have decided as an adult that I don't want to heal, but she's already moved on with her life. And then we have this child who's got this view of a man beating up a woman engraved in his mind, or in her mind, because it's a girl, engraved in her mind. And now that it is engraved, the mom is is putting a stamp to say, remember this. And I know that some people were saying that, no, this one can be used for the police and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. We understand all of that. But your instinct as the mother, it says that when you are getting out of the fire, you take your child with you from the fire. You don't leave your child there. Because the same mother, you're not going to come back tomorrow and say, baby, because we're talking about a child who's like a year or 2 years old. You can't come tomorrow and say, forget that thing of what Baba did to me, because me, I've already forgotten about it and I've moved on with my life. Your child remains with that trauma that you engraved. But if you didn't want to engrave it and you left it like that, then the child might even not even remember. But the fact that we have this evidence, we have this video that's trending, the child will always remember that I once blew my mother's blue eye because my father beat her up. You understand? So you as the mother, that's what I'm saying. We're going to start by addressing the mother first, and then we're going to go to the father, right? You as the mother, you are not the one who actually inflicted the child with the traumas, but you are engraving the traumas by actually emphasizing and reminding, so that the memories don't fade of what was actually done to you. You understand what I mean? So for that part, you can't entirely be a victim. You have to be held accountable for that part of you literally just engraving that in the child. Now, going back to the original culprit, which is the man. The man who, number one, beats you up, abuses you. A man who's abusing you is one thing. He's a douchebag. You should not even be with that man. But a man who actually abuses you in front of his children, it's even worse. This man does not love not only you, but also the children that he has. His head is not functioning. So you as a mother, guys, I'm so sorry, ne? You as the mother, whose head is supposed to be functioning, you can clearly see that you made a baby with a douchebag. So you can't stoop to the level of that douchebag and cause equal harm to the child that this man has caused already to you and the child. Meaning that when I look at you and I look at the husband or the boyfriend, the father of the child, you guys are all under the same category because the both of you are contributing to the traumas of this child. You are contributing to this one initiated. You are engraving. You are cementing what he started. You understand what I mean? So that means that she is not aware of the trauma. Yeah, that's the thing, and I do understand her in her defense, and when other people are defending her, saying that, but the child witnessed it. Yes, the child witnessed it, but then as a parent who was abused in front of the child, and your child witnessed that, how are you going to help your child? You know, how are you going to help the child? But also, that's what we are here for. I'm here for all of that. If we have to work together, because I have people that are working with me now for therapy, I'm going to make a proper announcement as by the time we get to the 19th of October, where we have to go to our family fun day. They're gonna come with us. They're gonna be there with us. So meaning that if you have a similar situation, guys, I don't want you to sleep on this situation. If you've been in a situation where you've been abused in front of your child, some people go as far as using the children as the mediators. When the child is like 30 years old, when the mother and the father are fighting, they call the child, hey, your mother did this to me, your father did this to me. Hi guys, it's not right. So we're gonna be having people on the 30th who are going to be there to actually help us and see, well, how do we reverse all of this? How do we rectify all of this? How do we make it right? Because all is not lost. And as much as we are saying that right now, the mother contributed, she's not the one who initiated. You understand what I mean? But at the same time, you need to be the first line of defense of the child. I once had a very big fight with my friend. There's a friend of mine that, my friends know. I'm a Puma Silver, guys. I saw there's a video where a lady was swearing at a pastor saying, hey, you're a small boy, what. The voice kind of sounded like mine, and people are saying it's me. It's not me. But I know I'm capable, but it's not me. I don't know what a pastor would have done to me to provoke me to say such things, but that one is not me, right? So I once had a big fight with a friend. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the fight that I had. So a friend of mine was having she was in an abusive marriage. Like guys, Mina, you know Bazalwane, ne? I know that financial abuse took me out of my marriage, but when I look at people around me and things that I hear on a daily basis, like it seems like the abuse that I endured in my marriage is entry level. Yes, the fact that we have to acknowledge that the marriage was never gonna work, it's fine. It doesn't mean that just because what you're enduring is nothing compared to what other people are enduring, it means you must stay. No, if you are realistic with yourself and you know that this marriage is not going to work, you better, the sooner you step out, the better. Instead of you having to wait for somebody to actually chop your head and say, the way it was so bad, they even chopped my head off. We don't have to wait for that, right? This lady was in an abusive marriage. Like that man was a narcissist of note, right? And the way he was such a narcissist, like this man, Jesus. This man was a douchebag. He's still a douchebag even now. So what he would do is that he like built a cage. His wife was not allowed to go out. She was not allowed to have friends, like all her friends, even church friends. Like she was not allowed to have friends. Like her friends were all bad influence. You get what I mean? So she was not allowed to have friends. And now she was coming out of that cage. She started attending therapy. And then when she went to attend therapy, the therapist told her straight up, Wena, you are being abused, Wena. You've been abused for years. This that you are facing where you're not allowed to go out, but this man actually goes out. You're not allowed to do this man does that. You are being abused. You are being abused. She was being abused in all forms. She even landed in a psychiatric ward. So now, the abuse started moving from the mother to the children. where now the children were not allowed to go for sleepovers, where the children were not allowed to do a lot of things. And this guy, when the children would, because the children are still young, when the children would say, Daddy, can we go wherever? He would say no. And then the younger one would say, why? You say, because I can nyaki. Daddy nyaki. Like, guys, and for the longest time, this friend of mine would keep quiet and say, the kids are gonna grow up and see. Like, it's fine. I get it, it's his children. Let him engrave this trauma in them. Let them see him for who he really is. Let him disappoint these children. Let him do all these things. It's his children. At the end of the day, they will see him for no. We had a very big fight. A big fight in the middle of nowhere, because I'm that type of a friend. I'm that type of a friend that we're going to buy ice cream. We're going to go to a parking lot of somewhere in the middle of nowhere and we're going to fight. If we have to kill each other, then we will kill each other, because I'm going to tell you your news. So I also appreciate those type of friends in my life who tell me my news. And I said to her, no, you are a big disappointment to your children. Like, your children are expecting you to be their first line of defense. Your children are expecting you to protect them. When these children grow older, they will resent you, because in as much as you are thinking that you are allowing this man to abuse these children because they will see him for a monster that he is, at the end of the day, these children are looking at you and they're thinking, how come mommy is not saying anything about the situation? How come mommy is not protecting us from this situation? And the more that, when I get you think the only thing that's growing here is the fact that the children are gonna hate their father because he's a douchebag. Can't you know? They're also gonna hate you for watching them being abused. They're being affected. You get what I mean? You are watching them being abused. You are doing nothing about it. You are saying nothing about it. And you are saying when they grow older, they will see him for who he is. Let him do whatever. They will see. No, these are kids. They came out of your vagina. And you are letting another person hurt them because let them see him for who he is. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You fight with these people. And even like the kids don't even have to know that you are fighting with this man. I've learned to love hearing the truth no matter what. Yes, it's good. And you should have friends like that. She was not reasoning properly, Shem. Yeah, no, but remember, something happened to me last week, ne? And I was with Tinsy, the Tinsy Bell, my friend there. My head was not functioning. Because of that situation that I was in, I had a couple of friends coming through, and like, guys, I'm so blessed by friends, like good friends. I've got quality people in my life. I can tell you that much. All the people who are not quality, I've filtered them out a long time ago. So I was surrounded by beautiful people, good people, because of that thing that happened. And my head was not functioning. My head was not functioning, guys. And the minute we went to the police station, right? And it was so funny, when we were going to the police station, we bumped into this other lady. She's like, hey, can you please give me advice? Tinsy was like, hey, this person is not in a good space. She's like, hey, Madam Speaker, give me advice. Ha, Pasalwan. Hi, Shem. Being a content creator is not easy. So literally after I was done with whatever that I was doing at the police station, the minute I stepped out of the police station, Tinsy just came with a solution just like that. And that is because the state of mind that I was in, I was not productive, Bazalwan. I was not in a position for me to be able to think properly. So it's always good to surround yourself with people that you know that they're gonna think on your behalf when you are not okay. And the things they're gonna think for you are things that are so even when we're saying she's not thinking straight, it's good to have people around that you know that no matter how painful the situation is, no matter how remorseful they should be of your situation, but they must still tell the truth. Guys, if you don't have people who tell you the truth, you have a problem. You are the problem. Like, if people are scared of telling you the truth, you are the problem. You must just learn to hey, guys. Now my friends gang up on me when they want to tell me my truth. They will gang up on me and tell me, my sister, listen. So this is what's going to happen now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they tell me whatever. And the way I'm so stubborn, I would always say sometimes, listen, I'm gonna listen to you guys talk. I'm not gonna do what you are telling me to do. I think only once I've said this and it worked in my advantage for me not to do whatever that the friends wanted me to say, to do. But in most cases, I can be as stubborn as I want. But as long as, and this one thing, she even threatens me sometimes. She'd be like, I'm not scared of you. I'll tell you the truth. We will fight. We are going out for lunch, but we are going to be fighting. So you need such friends, because like I said, going back to the topic, Okay, guys, I see somebody's requesting as a host. Please refrain from requesting as a host. Please request as a guest. Request as a guest so that if we have more people who want to come in and speak as guests, they can also have a chance. I think this is the third time I'm seeing somebody requesting to come through as a host. Please come through as a guest. I would really love to hear your opinions and thoughts about this topic. So yeah, basically that is what I'm here about, to say, guys. Okay, wait, no, am I done? Because I spoke about this lady and how I feel like, as the first line of defense for the children, you should be able to protect your children. You understand what I mean? You cannot entirely be a victim and also want your child, like, you're a victim, yes. Your child is also a victim. You understand what I mean? You're a victim, your child is also a victim. But you can't say, let's victimize this smaller victim even more because I'm the bigger victim. You're not the bigger victim. You understand what I mean? You are the victim that actually has brain. You're the victim that you're not a child anymore. Guys, what we are living right now is our childhood. You understand what I mean? If I say right now, I see Sagui is here. If I say right now, Sagui, tell me about yourself. The stuff that Sagui is going to be telling me about herself is stuff from how she was raised growing up. When we say tell me about, because when we talk about now, recently, what I'm doing today, oh, within 10 minutes, I can tell you what I'm doing, what I did today, what I've been doing for this month, and I'm done. But if you want to know who perseverance is, I'm going to have to take it all the way back to Mashamba village. I'm going to have to take it all the way back to Raluambe Secondary School. I'm going to have to take it all the way back to Durban. I'm going to have to take it. You understand what I mean? So, who I am, the person that I am today, that I'm living today, I even had a conversation with a friend about this the other day. The person that I am today, this one that is existing today, it's that child. The only thing that is happening is that I'm growing, my brain is growing, my body is growing, but inside, I'm still that child. So whatever traumas and whatever good things and habits and whatnots which were instilled in that child when I was still 7 years old, when I was still 5 years old, it's what I'm living today. I'm living the seeds that my parents planted in me when I was still young. You understand what I mean? So for us so for me as an adult already, and I've got new traumas of my own. Like, for example, like, you can call me a bitter divorcee, it's fine. I'm a bitter divorcee. I'm never gonna deal with a broke man. I don't want a broke man next to me. Like, I've learned my lesson on what the hell being Bob the Builder does. Bob the Builder will not take you anywhere in life. You understand what I mean? So those are the new traumas which were unlocked when I was already an adult. But it's easy for me to heal from those traumas because it's wet cement. And because it's wet cement, it takes me just doing a live and talking about them and going to my therapist and sitting on that couch and cry. Go and cry until even mucus is coming out of my nose and it's mixing together with the tears. I don't know which is which. Then I've gotten rid of that trauma because I can speak. I can pour my heart out. But the stuff which is already cemented, the stuff which happened when I was a child, the fact that I felt that I was neglected, or the fact that because I'm a middle child, I'm ignored, I need to be a people pleaser. That's where all of these things that we do as adults, they develop from that childhood. So that's why I'm saying that we can't say these two people are both victims equally. So the youngest one is the bigger victim here, because whatever that is being engraved in that young child, it's going to be a lifetime thing, because it's going to be cemented. Because for now, because that child is not yet able to speak for herself, that cement is getting drier and it's drying up. By the time that child gets to 30 years old, she will either be sticking around for abusive relationship because she saw her mother being beaten up and she thinks this is the way to do it, or she will just hate men. And you don't understand, or how did all of that start? So when I, as an adult who quickly can jump out of a cement and heal from that and move on, we can't say you are the equal victim with a child. That's why for me, only because of that, that's why exposing the child even more and engraving the traumas even more, it's wrong. You understand? You're a douchebag, yes. We guys, if you go through my videos, and the way men, abusive men, just will make you sick. I always say that whenever there's a GBV case, go through my comment section and see if you don't find your boyfriend there. If you find your boyfriend there talking crap, you must know imini years and ago. One day is one day. That boyfriend is gonna beat the crap out of you. So you better take. Don't even think you are special. You are not. Your day is coming. You understand? So we can't compare these two things and make them the same. So basically, that is my opinion, to say, listen, yeah, the guy is the douchebag for beating a woman up, first of all. A woman beater is a man that does not even deserve respect. And the second one is that beating a woman in front of a child, you are an animal. Like you don't deserve any dignity. But you as the victim, you can't victimize your child even more. You understand what I mean? So basically, that is my two cents. And I'm saying that with a lot of love. And one of the reasons why I actually reached out is because I really want us to help the child and the mother as well. Because I think our mindsets, like I said earlier on, where I was even giving an example with Tintualo to say, sometimes because of what we've been through, um, this person is crying out for help, and because they're crying out for help, when we victimize them even more, when we crucify them even more, we're actually making things worse. But just because they are the victim and they are crying out for help, it doesn't mean that we must not tell them the truth. But with us telling them the truth, let's tell them the truth and still help them. That's where now I said in the beginning of this live that mina my passion or my calling or what God has called me to do is not just to collect guests for podcast. And I'm not saying anybody does that. I'm just saying that when we look at an interview of a podcast, for me, it's not about just getting a story out of a person. Because yes, I can get a story out of a person and I can make money out of that, but that's not what I'm about. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who are about that. But I'm saying now my office specifically, by heart, I'm a GBV activist. And the first instinct that comes to my heart when somebody's going through stuff on social media, before I can even want to get them so that I can have them sit down because their story is what is trending on social media, I want to know if they're okay. I want to know how can we extend a hand, how can we help better fight the situation. That's why even in this case, I felt like, in as much as we're crucifying this person, in as much as we all have different opinions and thoughts about the situation, but at the end of the day, the one most important thing is, are you okay? Where are you now? And how can we help better fight the situation? That's why I'm saying that I work with people who deal with such cases on a daily basis, and we are partnering, we are collaborating, meaning that people who are going to come forth on the podcast, one or two people, will be lucky enough to get first 3 sessions for free, So by the grace of God, I really thank God for people who are just, working with us and making our country, our world, our Africa a better place, Because in as much as we are talking, we are sharing ideas, we are venting, we are this, we are that. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is, are we getting help out of it? Because it's pointless for us to be talking like this and gathering content and just having views and thoughts. And then after that, at the end of the day, we just go home and we sleep and nobody got help from that. So basically, that is it. What makes me happy about the live of today is that because we don't have anybody, that means we can wrap it up. We can wrap it up. We can literally just wrap it up. And today is Wednesday. Oh, by the way, the reason why I did this live today is because of that one reason. And the second one is because I'm trying to cover up for last week. Because last week, Thursday, I was not here. But tomorrow, I'm going to be here. Okay? I still don't know yet what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Don't wrap up. Huh? Why not? Guys, I know. Trust me, I love my people. I love my guests. I love my guests. But the day when I don't have guests, I'm happier because then it means that I can wrap up the live. Because when there's a guest, obviously, I'm a nice person. It's difficult for me to actually cut people unless if it's people that I'm already used to, like Wosa Agui and Wola Alo, when they come here, I'm like, hi guys, I'm gonna leave you with this live alone. But today we started our live late. Number one, number two, I am pushed, I'm tired. Number three, I think I've said what I needed to say. You guys we can continue in the comment section. I've always wanted to join your live. You've never accept. Today I'm touched. Thank you so much, my darling. You can request. You can be the first person to request, but hopefully the last as well, because yeah, I was really hoping we won't have a guest today because I just wanted to say what I wanted to say. So you can tell me, guys. You can let me know in the comment section what you think about the situation. What is your view? What's your opinion? What's your thought? Because that is just mine, which I was failing to share in the comment section or just to do a short video because I felt like a short video is not gonna be good enough. So I really just need to like put it out there and just spread it and just say it in full to say this is my thought, this is my view on a woman exposing a child. And yeah, my general overview, I hope it makes sense. Why mental abuse? Okay, that one went up very very fast. I didn't see, guys. I told you, I can't see. Hey, I can't see. But anyway, I have to love you and leave you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Jesus, guys, there's a lot that's happening in my life. Even tomorrow, the live, we're not gonna do it on time. You see the time that I came in here today. We came what time? I can try and get somebody to actually do that thing for me. Maybe we can do the live at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, but I will introduce the topic, or we'll see when we get here tomorrow if I can't find something, because I have a lot, but I just don't know which one to prioritize. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Please don't forget that on the 19th of October 2024, we are meeting at Virtuous Indoni Lodge for our first ever Spring Family Fun Day. It's going to be a mommy and me situation where we'll be sitting and having heart-to-heart conversations as mummies from the Safe Space Chats podcast and Unlock with Tando podcast. You must bring your child. Please visit my on all socials. Actually, there's a poster which is out there which is saying the 19th we're meeting, we're coming up with our children, and the aim for us to do all of that is that we are healing, but we are taking our children with us. And how do we do that? Because a lot of us have been attending so many seminars and we've been learning on how to heal ourselves, but we've never been, exposed, or we've never had these open discussions on how to actually get our children to also heal. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be breaking it down. If the children are big enough, if the mothers and the children are big enough, we're going to be having exercises and games, and just to bond with our children. The one thing that I have a problem with, I think I have a video somewhere in my draft, I'm still going to address. There's a lot of things to address, is how we as mothers or as parents, we don't know how to say sorry when we have wronged our children. We'd rather buy them a gift than say I'm sorry, but we expect to raise that man, that boy, and be somebody's husband who can apologize. How are they going to apologize? Because you're the one who's supposed to be teaching them how to apologize, by apologizing to them when you've done something wrong, not buying them sneakers when you beat them up for nothing. Then now, but when they grow older, they're gonna be buying people things instead of them apologizing. There's a lot of things that we need to cover in terms of us healing as parents and taking our children with us, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing when we get to Virtuous Indoni on the 19th of October. Come with your floral, come with your sunscreen, come with your swimwear, come ready. Family fun day. Mara, please bring money, because your kids, they will be buying those toys with panya lights and what and cotton candy and balloons and what they will be wanting to buy all of those. So the ticket is only going to cover you a goodie bag. It's only going to cover you a meal, a hot dog or something. I don't know what the chef is going to prepare for us, but the chef is going to prepare something for us, and it's going to cover you for entrance. All right, all the other stuff, the extra candies, the extra Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse, what that are gonna be sold there, you must bring money for them. The location is 70 George Road, Glen Austin, Midrand, South Africa. The name of the lodge is Virtuous Indoni Lodge. It's a very beautiful lodge. They even have rooms for those who are feeling like you don't wanna, you don't wanna drive. But also we're gonna finish early. But for those who wanna sleep over, you're more than welcome, because it's a lodge. It's got rooms for those. Even you will be even seeing venues for other things that you wanna host there. To singles camps, of course you can come. Of course you can come. But I feel like, yeah, Mara, of course as a single you can come, because it's not like it's gonna be mommy and me, mommy and me, mommy and me. Because when we're having these conversations of healing, it's going to be all of us. You understand? All of us. We're gonna be learning. And also remember, even when you're single, you had a mother, you had a father. There are some things that maybe you're even holding and you didn't even want to heal from that. And also because it's a full day of activities, guys, it's not like we're going to be focusing on parenthood only. It's just that it's one big element or contributory towards that. So everyone is welcome. Even when you're coming alone, you're welcome. The date is the 19th of October, 2024. Midrand, Virtuous Indoni Lodge. All right, I'll see you guys there. I'm gonna, me, most, I'm gonna be making noise about it every single day, and my topics, so from now until the 19th of October, it's gonna be about that. And guys, one most important thing, please donate a ticket to a sister. We have a foundation, we have a group where people are in there in that group, and like our people are not everybody has 350 to come there, so we would really appreciate it if you can donate. If you know that your heart is with us and it's with this movement and it's with this vision, but you can't be there physically, we'd really appreciate you if you could buy a ticket for one or two people. That would go a long way, because then you would be bringing change into somebody else's life. The group is on, for those who are asking, the group is on WhatsApp. If you check the numbers which are on all my socials, on my bio, there's a number there. If you say on that number hi, there's gonna be an automated message. When you scroll all the way down, there's a link to a WhatsApp group. It's called Madam Speaker Foundation, where people just go in there and share their own stories. So basically what's going to be happening on the 19th of October is going to be like a bigger or a physical version of what we have on that group, where we're just talking and having conversations and getting to know each other and so yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be doing on the day, and I'm going to be having a lot of surprises. So please guys, I shall see you on the 19th of October, but also still I'm going to see you tomorrow for the live that we're having tomorrow. Yeah, God bless you and good night. You guys, I'm so happy today. Jesus, yay, thank you. Shall see you tomorrow guys. I love you. God bless you and good night. Mwah.